Following their FA Cup triumph in 2014, Arsenal began the new season determined to mount a serious challenge for the league title. The club was highly active in the transfer market, bringing in goalkeeper David Ospina, experienced fullback Mathieu Debuchy, and versatile young defender Callum Chambers as a long-term investment. However, the marquee signing of the summer was Alexis Sanchez, the Chilean forward who arrived from Barcelona after a standout season.
La verdad que me siento muy contento, muy alegre. Decidí este club porque sé que me he enterado que cuida mucho al jugador, protege mucho al jugador y nada, venir aquí a ganar cosas y a ganar todo lo que se puede.
The new season kicked off with the Community Shield against Premier League champions Manchester City. Arsène Wenger handed Alexis Sanchez, Callum Chambers and Mathieu Debuchy their first starts, as supporters looked forward to seeing the fresh additions in action.
Alexis Sanchez, Sanogo. Cazorla has steered it in. First goal of the Community Shield, it goes to Arsenal, it goes to Santi Cazorla. Sanchez to Sanogo, he's got support. And Arsenal lead 2-0. That's a typical Aaron Ramsey moment. Giroud. Oh, it's a goal! Over Caballero. And Arsenal lead Manchester City by 3-0. 2014 winners of the FA Community Shield. Conclusively, Arsenal.
Crystal Palace visited the Emirates Stadium on the opening day of the Premier League season, and the Gunners were expected to comfortably dispatch the Eagles.
Seasons Koscielny, and he's beaten there! Breda Hangeland! What a start for Crystal Palace! Arsenal have spent the... Free kick in towards Koscielny! 1-1! He might have been the fault for the goal at one end, but he's made up for it with the equalising goal in first half stoppage time. Koscielny keeps it alive, heading back down for Debuchy! In from Ramsey! Arsenal win it in stoppage time!
3 points secured, and now all focus shifts to their midweek Champions League qualifier.
And this is the final step towards it. It's an audacious effort, and it might just have clipped the bar, you know. Well, that's a mistake by Chambers. And here's Demba Ba. He's got away from Koscielny. Bar! And Callum Chambers has got away with it. Has won it, though, for Ozan. And here's an opportunity for Oldry. Oh, he just curled it wide. No more than a foot or two. Ramsey has lost possession. Now he's held his man back, and this will be a second yellow card, I think, for Aaron Ramsey.
Oh, dear.
He's off. Well, that's a mistake by Kablan. Oxlade-Chamberlain with a chance to punish it. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain! Great save, knocked it onto the post and headed away by Ersan.
Between their two Champions League qualifiers, Arsenal faced a challenging away trip to Everton. The Gunners had suffered a heavy 3-0 defeat in this earlier, so a much improved performance was needed to secure a victory.
Work a different route here. Headed in by Coleman. It's a very good route. Read the run, Mertesacker, a bit rolled by Lukaku, but he's got away with it, and he can get away too. Power and pace. Naismith's with him. Naismith's onside. 2-0 Everton. The counter-punch. Santi Cazorla pose a different kind of problem having come home. And it is a problem because they've got one back with Aaron Ramsey in the right place to score again for Arsenal. Possibilities for Arsenal here. Be kept in by Monreal. Those possibilities are still alive. And Giroud! They're certainly alive. 2-2. Arsenal have equalised in the 90th minute.
It was a game played at a high pace where we started a bit nervous maybe because of the memories of last year, but when we were running down we started to create chances and to play with full power. Very unlucky to concede the second goal just before half time, and then in the second half we took over and came back in a strong manner, in a very convincing way. Maybe it's a good point because it's at the place where last year we were swept away And this year we have shown a great mental response.
The aftermath of the match brought worrying news for Arsenal, as it was revealed that Olivier Giroud had suffered a tibia fracture, ruling him out for 4 months. The second leg against Besiktas was set to be a tough encounter, with both Giroud and Aaron Ramsey unavailable. In response, Wenger entrusted newcomer Alexis Sanchez to lead the line, and that decision paid off as the Gunners qualified to the group stage of the Champions League for 17th consecutive season.
For Sanchez to get forward, he's brought down. Advantage, can Wilshere take it? Debuchy, in behind him, Mathieu Debuchy. Monreal for Wilshere, looking for the return. Might come here to Sanchez! Now that is the perfect time to step up with your first goal for Arsenal. He slipped away again. Oh, loose ball, Jack Wilshere slipped in beautifully. Well, that really, for all the world, should have been 2. Harmony, uncommitted clearance might come to Demba Ba. Has come to Demba Ba, and he's put it into the side netting. First big chance of this second half for Besiktas. Demba Ba, how close can you get? A playoff that has really played on Arsene Wenger and Arsenal's nerves, but they've done it. There are easy ways and there are hard ways, and they've certainly opted for the latter here at the Emirates tonight.
Comes instead to Couture, and now Sanogo! And Sanchez! Him again, twice in a week! And here goes Slough again. Face to face with Flamini, aimed at Ochoa! Right back in it! Great ball by Slough.
With the transfer window ticking down, the Gunners moved quickly to sign Danny Welbeck from Manchester United. The 23-year-old, who had scored 20 times in 92 Premier League games, arrived as an urgent reinforcement after Olivier Giroud was sidelined with a long-term injury.
It's exciting times for me now, and it's great to obviously be a part of this club. And it's a team that I've always watched in the Premier League, and I've envisaged myself playing in this team before, and for it to finally happen, it's very, very exciting.
Danny Welbeck was handed his Arsenal debut as the Gunners hosted reigning champions Manchester City, determined to avoid dropping more points just 4 games into the season.
Oh, the back pass will come through to Welbeck. Danny Welbeck. Oh, great finish. It's hit the post. He's absolute lightning, and the spin helped him. Navas here for City. Lovely ball, Aguero, 1-0. What a wonderful counter-attacking goal by Manchester City. 28th minute of the game, and unlucky Aguero to lose it. Sanchez through. Aaron Ramsey onto Jack Wilshere. Wilshere away from Clichy! Brilliantly done! Brilliantly done by Jack Wilshere. Ramsey. Lovely little dink. Headed out by Vincent Kompany. Back in by Wilshere. Sanchez on the volley! Arsenal 2, Manchester City 1. Alexis Sanchez. Alexander Kolarov here. Up go the heads. Oh, and it's crept its way in. It's a brilliant header.
A fairly challenging draw awaited Arsenal in the Champions League, as they were placed in a tricky group alongside Borussia Dortmund, Anderlecht, and Turkish giants Galatasaray.
Ciro Immobile scything through the Arsenal defence here, still going, still Immobile! Here's Aubameyang. Grosskreutz, back to Aubameyang, beyond Chesney, Aubameyang!
We are very disappointed. We were trying to come here and play a different game. I think we encouraged them to play the way they wanted, and right from the start, I think they break on us 5 or 6 times in the first 10 minutes, where we give the ball away, and it's not good enough, because when that situation comes, they're a really good team doing that, and they put you in trouble.
Welbeck, nice touch to him from Oxlade-Chamberlain, lovely ball through, and well finished. Mesut Ozil is back amongst the goals for Arsenal. Here they come again. Ozil
Another great ball. Welbeck scores. His first Gunners goal. Too long, but he has managed to work it to Santi Cazorla. Here's Kieran Gibbs. Gibbs with the drive. It was meant as a shot. It's gone in off Ali Sissoko. He's turned it into his own net, and Aston Villa have fallen apart in 5 minutes.
5 games in, and the Gunners were already 4 points adrift of league leaders Chelsea.
It's Sanchez! Fantastic! Goals in Europe, goals in the Premier League, and now a goal in English knockout competition for Alexis Sanchez of Arsenal. Face to face with Bellerin. Mane's gone over. Penalty. Rosicki the offender. Tadic, 1-1. Smoothly down the middle. Drifted in by Tadic. Away as far as Nathaniel Klein. Oh, what a goal!
The manager's heavy rotation proved costly as Arsenal crashed out of the League Cup with a home defeat to Southampton.
He always likely to be gobbled up by Ericsson. He's fouled in play on. Lamela into the box, chance for Chadley. Spurs lead. Arsenal have gifted it to them after dominating the play. Sanchez, can he conjure up something special? In back to Thorla, missed by Welbeck. 1-1, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Arsenal deservedly level.
Looking back at the game, it's 2 points drop because we had a lot of the ball, about 70%, and we couldn't score. And I think as well we didn't do enough with our corners. We had 14 or 15 corners and set pieces around the box, and that's where tonight we are guilty.
Alexis Sanchez looking for Welbeck, finding Danny Welbeck! And Danny Welbeck stabs home his first Champions League goal for Arsenal. And Welbeck can respond quicker than Mello. Danny Welbeck is in again! And so is the ball to the back of the net. Just the sort of night that Arsenal and Danny Welbeck need. Ozil, Sanchez onside. Alexis Sanchez. It's 3 for Arsenal. Late on in the first half, Arsenal running right against the Turks. This is Alexis Sanchez. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Through to Danny Welbeck. That is the Danny Welbeck hat-trick. And no one has ever said that before. Lovely ball in there towards Burak. Out comes Szczesny. He could be in big trouble here. It's another Champions League red card for Wojciech Szczesny. Make sure, and Galatasaray at least have a goal to take away from North London.
Frantic. Hazard, lovely run. Eden Hazard goes over. Penalty. Koscielny made the tackle. Yellow card for Laurent Koscielny. And Eden Hazard rolls Chelsea in front. Kept in for Welbeck and Wilshere. Well, they're appealing for handball. They want something more than just a corner. Fabregas looking for his favourite target man, Diego Costa. Surely wins the game for Chelsea.
Arsenal were without several key players for their clash against Hull City at the Emirates, most notably Mesut Ozil, who was sidelined for 3 months after suffering an injury on international duty with Germany. A shortage of fit defenders forced the Gunners to field a makeshift backline, with Nacho Monreal filling in at centre-back and Hector Bellerin making his Premier League debut in place of the injured Mathieu Debuchy.
Alexis Sanchez, easily away from Davis. Awkward ankle for him, doesn't make any difference. Diame. Terrific run this by Diame. Hull level. The strength of Mohamed Diame took him through. In his left arm. Hull forced into making a first half change. Hernandez! What a start! Abel Hernandez. We saw that header turned aside by Jakubovic. Sanchez. Welbeck! Arsenal level! Welbeck to the rescue for Arsenal.
A dismal run of 1 win in 7 saw Arsenal slip down to 7th in the league, with scrutiny mounting on Arsene Wenger.
That's managed to get his cross in. It's an Anderlecht lead. It's an Arsenal nightmare in Brussels. Famous. That's a good-looking ball in. And that is Kieran Gibbs to the rescue for Arsenal. An unlikely source, but a vital equaliser. Well, back to Kieran Gibbs. Plenty in the box here for Arsenal. Alexis Sanchez trying to bring it down. He'll get another bite. Oh, it's loose. It's Podolski. They turned it around. They have found a response, and Arsenal may leave Brussels with the points after all. Brown's lost it. Alexis Sanchez is in on goal and finishes beautifully. Can't blame Vito Manoni for that one. Trying to find Welbeck once more. Manone didn't want it, lost it, horrible. Sanchez scores, 2-0 Arsenal. More nightmarish Sunderland defending.
Ramsey back to Chambers again. Sanchez with the header! And Arsenal with the goal! Alexis Sanchez is there! Right man, right place, right time, 1-0 Arsenal. Got a corner to defend first to the near post, which goes through everyone. Welbeck might finish. Heaton with the save and stabbed in for a second. And Arsenal through Callum Chambers make it 2. His first goal for the club. Walcott. Podolski. Well, he absolutely leathered it again, and this time it's the post. Gibbs, Walcott's at the back post. It's come through to Alexis Sanchez, and it's 3. Alexis Sanchez helps himself to 2 goals, just as he did at Sunderland last weekend. Takes his tally for the season to 10.
Well, and then Danny Welbeck goes into the box. The referee has a look and gives Arsenal the penalty. He has now an Arsenal lead against Anderlecht. Sanchez straight into the wall, gets another bite! Oh, goodness me! Alexis Sanchez, unstoppable! Yes, Dan. Alexis Sanchez has won it back now. Here comes Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh, what a goal! Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is back in European business. Achimpong, and touch in, Van den Bora. Looking for Mitrovic. Oh, he's got a good shout for a penalty there. Monreal penalised. Anderlecht penalty. And does so. Arsenal 3, Anderlecht 2. There is life where really there should be none for the Belgian champions. Aha, Mitrovic! Arsenal 3, Anderlecht 3. From 3-0 up, Arsenal look like they've thrown this one away.
The Gunners needed just 1 more point to advance, but with Borussia Dortmund 5 points ahead, finishing top was no longer a realistic possibility.
Oxlade-Chamberlain, and he's got plenty of company. Cazorla, long-striding Danny Welbeck, 3 with him. Still it's Welbeck. Sanchez! Arsenal's special Chilean lights up a gloomy afternoon in South Wales. It's 8 in 8 Premier League games for the man from Barcelona. Sigurdsson. Oh, what a fine free kick. 1-1. Gomez! How about that for an introduction? His first touch of the ball is a scoring header.
The return of Olivier Giroud brought renewed hope as Arsenal welcomed Manchester United to the Emirates Stadium. The visitors had yet to win away all season, but Arsenal's own struggles at home meant it was another frustrating night for the Gunners.
And De Gea's clearance is weak, and here's Welbeck, and here's Wilshere! Oh, it's a fine save by De Gea. Through by Sanchez, Oxlade-Chamberlain, De Gea's come! To good effect in the end. Sanchez Sanchez, De Gea's behind it again. It's forward by Oxlade-Chamberlain. Pursued by Danny Welbeck, who's there ahead of McNair. It's Welbeck, and De Gea comes to Manchester United's rescue again. Ashley Young. Chesney came and did just about enough. Fired back in by Valencia, it's an own goal. Kieran Gibbs with the telling touch. And Manchester United have snatched the lead at the Emirates. He's hung up across. And the header from Sanchez is clasped near the line, again by David De Gea. But nevertheless, Welbeck, Cazorla! Again, straight down De Gea's throat. Fellaini, look at the space ahead of Di Maria, and Rooney's square of him. Monreal's got it all on. Wayne Rooney can seal the deal here. Rooney, 2-0 United! Manchester United have come to London and done for Arsenal again. There's Olivier Giroud. That's an absolute belter.
A season of high expectations was quickly turning into a nightmare. With just 17 points from 12 games, Arsenal found themselves 8th in the table, their worst start in over 3 decades.
Sanogo's done so well, he's in here, Yaya Sanogo! Yaya Sanogo with a Champions League goal for Arsenal. Sanchez getting a spinning ball away, collected well by Oxlade-Chamberlain, comes back off the woodwork. So nearly, so very special from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now Alexis Sanchez goes for the collar and picks out an absolute beauty. The man with the magic touch produces again for Arsenal.
Cazorla, little push and run beyond wisdom. Cazorla, Welbeck! Union, Danny Welbeck is the man again. Gamboa. Berahino against the bar. And Koscielny away.
Great lead. Obviously, it was very important for us today to get the win, the 3 points, and I think to keep a clean sheet was brilliant for us because as a team we defended very well.
Chambers, Giroud. There was a hand in there. It looked like it. Ramsey across the face of goal, and Alexis Sanchez with the goal for Arsenal.
Where would Arsenal be without this fella?
First header for Peter Crouch. And Zonzi advancing, and it's fallen to Crouch! Oh my goodness, what a start! Walters again, he's giving Gibbs a tough time. Boyan! Fantastic goal for Stoke City! Taken by Boyan. Downward header from Crouch, Walters! This is quite incredible. 3, Arsenal 0. Getting better now, and here's Sanchez. Brilliant run. Can he get Arsenal back into it? Here's Sanchez all the way! Oh, you were waiting for the net to ripple. Instead, he smacked it against the frame of the goal. Sanchez back to Flamini. Oh, he's gone down. Yeah, and it's a penalty. And suddenly, Arsenal have a chance to reduce the deficit to 2. But he scored here, and it's 3-1. Game on. 2 minutes. Sanchez with the corner. And Ramsey! Stunning finish from Aaron Ramsey. And can you believe it? It's now 3-2. Boyan fouls by Chambers. And it's about to go from bad to worse for Arsenal. They're down to 10 men. They've got a mountain to climb again.
Podolski. It's a good run from Ramsey. He's found Podolski on that left. And what a blast that is from Lucas Podolski. He does that better than anyone else. Ramsey outside him. Good touch from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Aaron Ramsey now. And passes it in really well to the corner of the net. That's 2-2 now for Aaron Ramsey. Ramsey. Oh! You do not hit them much better than that. What a spectacular strike. Schneider. That is a Schneider special. We've seen some strikes tonight, and Wesley Sneijder gets in on the... Lucas Podolski, just to finish it off with a moment of finesse. Podolski has a second, Arsenal have a fourth.
Certainly Arsenal asking the more pertinent questions early on here. Ball in from Sanchez, and a header in from Olivier Giroud. Sanchez. Oh, cleverly done. Cafalla has kept his feet. He celebrates his 30th birthday with a wonderfully taken goal. And Arsenal double their lead. They are on the front foot again. Bayri firing it in for Giroud. 3-0. And 2 goals in less than 3 minutes. Call back with the delivery. There is a goal. Brilliant header from Jose Perez. And Newcastle are back in the game. Penalty to Arsenal. Birthday boy from the spot. How's that for a man who exudes confidence?
Arsenal's trip to Anfield was shadowed by memories of their embarrassing 5-1 defeat to Liverpool at the start of the year. And this time, they hoped for redemption.
Came once more to Henderson. Rolled in for Coutinho. Philip Coutinho! 1-0 Liverpool! And they're well worth it! In by Sanchez, up hits Mertesacker. On by Flamini. 1-1! Mattia Debuchy at the back stick! And we are right back where we started. Likewise, Giroud. Cazorla. Giroud! From behind, Arsenal lead at Anfield. Tiny finish. And right in front of the travelling Arsenal hordes, Olivier Giroud celebrates. Lallana deep, score goal! 96 minutes, 2-2.
Still Alexis Sanchez trying to work the angle, goes to ground. And it's going to be a penalty to Arsenal. Armand Traore with the challenge. Sanchez has the opportunity himself to give Arsenal the lead. Oh, saved by Robert Green. Excellent stop. But it was a poor penalty that lacked power and conviction. Cafalla. Jordan Much can only squeeze it wide for Gibbs. Sanchez! His 10th Premier League goal, the second quickest Arsenal player to that milestone in their history. Now Rob Green got lucky there. Oh, Giroud has tangled off the ball. I think he's completely misread the situation. He's sent off. Olivier Giroud is sent off. Sanchez keeping his feet, keeping his balance, keeping possession, and keeping his poise to fight Thomas Rosicky. Penalty. Debuchy with the foul. Queen's Bar Rangers are back in it. The deficit half.
There's Cazorla. Oh, and Cazorla went down. It's a penalty. Winston Reid, the offender. But a chance here for Arsenal. It is Santi Cazorla. It's 1-0 to Arsenal. Boos ring around Upton Park. Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's a decent cutback, and it's 2-0. It's Danny Welbeck. 2 goals in 2 minutes. And Arsenal. And now Vitano for Tompkins. Tompkins cut back. It must be in. And it is. West Ham right back in the game now.
Left to right. Ward-Prowse might find him here. Chesney's come a long way out to cover the run, and now he's going to have to get back. Oh, Mane goes for the clever one. What a fabulous goal from Sadio Mane, who curls it in from an almost seemingly impossible angle. Yama floats it in towards Davis, brings it down brilliantly. And the cross almost caught Arsenal, and Chesney has kicked it straight to Dusan Tadic.
A night to forget for Arsenal, 2 goalkeeping errors led to another defeat, but the real drama unfolded off the pitch. Wojciech Szczesny was caught smoking in the showers, prompting the club disciplinary action and costing him his first team spot.
Sanchez with the corner, Mertesacker! The skipper muscles the holders in front. Per Mertesacker, whose last goal for Arsenal rescued the semi-final against Wigan, now has the first goal of a new FA Cup campaign. Cazorla, Sanchez twisting and winning it with style. Silky smooth goal. And Arsenal are safely through surely now to the 4th round again.
And fit, importantly. Sanchez, lovely cross, lovely goal, easy goal. Scored by Laurent Koscielny. Real, Alexis Sanchez, played back to him by Brzezinski. Sanchez! Super Arsenal goal. Almost inevitably, Alexis Sanchez playing the key role in it. Second one does creep in. Didn't think he was going to. Looked as though Begovic had got there. And Alexis Sanchez has 2 for his trouble today.
The Gunners faced a daunting trip to the Etihad to take on reigning champions Manchester City, who were unbeaten in their last 12 league games. Arsenal hadn't won at this ground since 2010, and memories of last season's crushing 6-3 defeat were still fresh in their minds.
Get out smart Zabaleta, Monreal looked to go around company, it's a penalty. Mike Dean was ideally positioned. Cazorla belts it in. The Gunners lead on the territory of a big gun. Sanchez, Giroud, Sanchez, Giroud, Ramsey. Oh, well, Silva, Navas, stolen off the very toe of Kun Aguero. Cazorla's free kick, Giroud, it's in, it's 2. Champions in turmoil! This is Arsenal as they want to be, as some would say they used to be, and as maybe they can be again.
Well, what was very pleasing is the manner in which we played, because we were compact, disciplined, focused. We had a good defensive urgency, and every time we won the ball we came out from the back at a good pace. And the only regret you have tonight is that many dangerous situations, maybe we didn't take advantage of it and didn't finish the game off early enough, but overall I think we did very well.
A statement victory on the road saw Arsenal climb to 5th, cutting the gap to the top 4 to a single point.
It's Callum Chambers, it's Theo Walcott, it's 1-0 Arsenal in 90 seconds. That's a gorgeous pass, Mesut Ozil, splendid goal. Brighton sliced open. Bulldog at the back of Chambers. O'Grady turning and scoring. And Brighton right back in the tie. Chased up by Rosicky. Giroud lifted back for Rosicky. Oh, what a goal. What an Arsenal goal. Dunk. Hola. In for Bulldog. Oh, lovely. Lovely finish from Sam Bulldog, and Brighton will just not lie down.
Lovely ball, Giroud is onside, he's all on his own, and he finishes, consummately polished off by Olivier Giroud. And then over to his left, lovely ball, Mesut Ozil for Arsenal, that's 2. The breakaway, clinical and clean. The finish, unerring. Like Walcott. Cazorla. It's Walcott! It's a lovely goal! A super curling finish. And Guzan. Referee gives a penalty. Arsenal, a joy to watch. Cazorla. So powerfully was it struck, it bounced off the goalkeeper and in.
Bellerin! Oh, that's the perfect finish for Arsenal. Hector Bellerin.
Here's Welbeck to run Rose and leaves him for pace. Ozil coming in, Giroud. It's found its way to Ozil. It's in the back of the net and the goal stands. And Spurs led to a flag that didn't come. What a run he's on since coming back into the side. Arsenal lead at White Hart Lane. Harry Kane's got a run on the defender at the far post. It's in towards the near. There is Kane. It's 1-1. Why didn't Arsenal pick him up? And how much that goal means to Spurs fans. Bentaleb, dangerous ball in. Kane! He's won it! Oh, look at the expression.
And finding Morris, who's got him behind Bellerin. Another chance here for Riyad Mahrez. He's getting closer.
Oh, what a chance. Big moment.
It's loose and it's in. Laurent Koscielny rushes onto it. Leicester's well-manned defence is breached. An Arsenal lead. Cazorla. Mesut Ozil. Shapes the shoot. Stings the palms. Walcott buries it. 5 minutes before the break, Arsenal double their lead. Riyad Mahrez, still plenty of blue in there. Koscielny there to meet it. Kramaric! £9 million of January business, and he has a goal at the Emirates to spark new life into Leicester. Oh. Riyad Mahrez again. Still going, Mahrez! He's had some fine efforts tonight without finding the target.
Welbeck, Cazorla, oh that's lovely, Gibbs, Giroud, super goal, beautiful, beautiful Arsenal team goal, finished by Olivier Giroud. Sanchez with the corner, Giroud, oh, that's a beauty. Arsenal 2 up in a flash.
Now Welbeck is pestering Suarez, gone down, Clattenburg says penalty. Oh! Superb penalty by Santi Cazorla. He's really got a good record from the spot. Oh, it's a decent ball, that. Welbeck! Good save, Giroud! Olivier Giroud scores his 50th goal for Arsenal. And he's taking on Ward. And he's got 3 up with him now, Ozil. What a break! Alexis Sanchez! What a... Oh! I was about to say what a goal. Not often that Sanchez misses. And Ospina's decided to stay. And he's looking for Zaha! Oh! And poked in! I think that's Glenn Murray. The initial effort. There's the cross. Oh, and Ospina! Where did that ball go? Well, it was Balassi who got the ball in here from the left hand.
With 8 wins in their last 9 matches, Arsenal had climbed to 3rd in the league, a remarkable turnaround from their early struggles. The knockout stages of the Champions League brought what seemed like a dream draw for Arsenal. French side Monaco were their opponents. Given their recent form, fans expected the Gunners to cruise past to the quarter-finals. But they were in for a disastrous night at the Emirates.
Ozil. Back to Alexis Sanchez. Digs it out and clips it over.
If they lose 1-0, it's like they left the game drift. They've not taken it by the scruff of the neck.
Kondogbia. What a shot! And Jeffrey Kondogbia comes up with a cracker to put Arsenal to the sword. Arsenal trail at home to Monaco. Quarters of this tie overall still to go. Plenty of time to dig themselves out of it. Here's Alexis Sanchez. Giroud waits in the middle. Hooks it wide.
It's similar to one in the first half.
Here's Cazorla. It's a really inviting delivery. And look at the reaction of Olivier Giroud. Tells you everything you need to know. Oh, and he's worked it away. Martial has Berbatov with him. Finds Dimitar Berbatov. Real trouble for Arsenal. Dimitar Berbatov, of all people, doubles Monaco's lead at the Emirates. 8 minutes into the second half. Arsenal 0, Monaco 2. Something's got to change for the Gunners. Might do here with Alexis Sanchez. And Giroud with the follow-up.
Oh my God.
Goodness me.
What is that?
Sanchez. Walcott is in! Danny Welbeck following in. Bodies on the line from Monaco.
Well, it's a great example of where...
Here's Dirar, the captain, up against Koscielny. Lovely touch from Martinho. Martial! Out comes Ospina in the nick of time. Damage limitation just now for Arsenal. Mesut Ozil. Oxlade-Chamberlain, 4 added minutes. Oxlade-Chamberlain! Just what Arsenal needed. On a night of despair, Oxlade-Chamberlain produces a moment of magic. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Battling to win it back, but it's Bernardo comes away with it. Carrasco's away, leaving Oxlade-Chamberlain in his way. Carrasco, it's in, it's another for Monaco. As soon as hope promised for Arsenal, it's dashed again with a third away goal for Monaco.
Very disappointing for us. I mean, we tried to get in a good position ahead of the second tie at Monaco, so we failed to get to good or a better position. So very disappointing for all of us, and obviously at times it looked quite convincing, but second half was not convincing for us.
Different corner taker, Ozil, 1-0! And suddenly the misery of Wednesday is forgotten, and Olivier Giroud scores. On there by Giroud. Here's Ozil, picks out Rosicky, lovely ball, and that's the game finished. The deflection takes it in. The smile that lights up the Emirates Stadium.
Rosicky into Santi Cazorla. Cazorla onto Gibson behind. Could he have taken it himself? Seemed to me that he might have done. Cazorla, oh, unlucky. Absolutely superb. Arsenal attack. Ozil to Alexis Sanchez. Giroud is in the middle. Alexis Sanchez finds Kieran Gibbs. Giroud, 1-0 Arsenal. On the counter-attack, Olivier Giroud fires Arsenal in front. They've bossed much of the second half. Gibbs. Sanchez should have made it 2-0 moments ago. Sanchez does now. Fooled a lot of them. Through the eye of a needle, Alexis Sanchez. The ridiculously good finish. Yet here's Bellerin, can pull it back. Rosicky, fantastic block by Corker. Ozil, great turn, deflected, touched onto the post by Green. Phillips, left by Zamora. It's Austin. Austin, oh, he scored!
Oxlade-Chamberlain past 3 or 4, and it's Monreal in with a chance and with the opening goal. So maybe Arsenal have got the X factor. They've certainly got the opening goal. Numbers forward, and Nacho Monreal puts Arsene Wenger's side in front in the FA Cup quarter-final. Di Maria whips it in, and Wayne Rooney has done it again at Arsenal's expense. It's an open goal for Danny Welbeck, who comes back to Old Trafford and puts Arsenal in front against Manchester United.
Well, if it stays at 0-0, he deserves a clean sheet bonus. It might not, though. Giroud scores! Right on cue! Right at the end of the first half, Adrian is beaten, and it's Olivier Giroud. With 10 minutes left. Ramsey, Giroud, Ramsey, yeah! There he is! On the score sheet again, and deservedly so. He's had an excellent game. Giroud back to Cazorla, into the middle. It's 3-0. It's so easy. And Mathieu Flamini, within seconds of coming on, has scored with his very first touch.
A strong domestic run had renewed hope among the Gunners' faithful ahead of their trip to the Stade Louis II. However, the task was monumental. They needed to overturn a 3-goal deficit to progress to the quarter-finals of the Champions League.
That's what awaits Santi Cazorla. They lost the ball in the box. Off the crossbar from Koscielny. May have been offside anyway. So Sanchez wins it back for Arsenal. Now Welbeck. Through to Olivier Giroud. Giroud! Subasic, Giroud again! One down, 2 to go for Arsenal. Olivier Giroud gives the Gunners the breakthrough. Alexis Sanchez. What a ball in that is. Abdenor did well. Welbeck! And I don't know, I'm not sure how much he knew about that, but that was heading in. Bellerin. Just taken away from Welbeck and fired wide by Mesut Ozil. Good running behind by Nacho Monreal. Walcott, back off the post. Absolute agony for Arsenal, but not for long. Aaron Ramsey, Arsenal level on aggregate. One more will do it.
Well, a lot of chance had gone, hadn't it?
In by Santi Cazorla. Oh, what a save! Subasic, point-blank range to deny Olivier Giroud.
Can't believe it.
Despite a valiant effort, their disastrous first-leg performance proved too costly, and they crashed out at the round of 16 for the 5th consecutive season.
With the free kick in, Welbeck with a header, it's gone in off Giroud's knee. Well, when you're in a purple patch, you get goals like that. He's playing his 6th game against Newcastle. Watch two! He's got yet another! All right. 2 in 4 minutes for Olivier Giroud. Giroud has always given his all. Capella, good work by Newcastle, and they've got a goal! Sissoko! Lovely move! Just what Newcastle wanted at the start of the second half.
Coutinho, Markovic, onside for Liverpool, Lazar Markovic, and Sterling couldn't get a stun on it. He put too much on it, Markovic. Well, Ramsey from wide, Saka across to meet him, Bellerin to support him, Bellerin away from Moreno, Bellerin! Oh, super goal! Ozil, glorious! Gunners are firing again! Through by Bellerin, turning his Ramsey, rolled in for Sanchez, away from Toure. Sanchez, wonderful! Wonderful, wonderful, what a goal! The sharpness of pass, the deftness of movement, the certainty of finish. Not many goals better than that one. And by Ozil, Giroud! Oh, it's a brilliant save. Sterling. Bellerin's challenge, penalty. And Bellerin has been booked. Scores for Liverpool. Just maybe.
Yeah, it squirmed through in the end. I mean, Ospina is looking up as if to say...
Monreal, Cazorla, oh, it's hit the post. Arsenal scything through them with a sweet series of passes and movements. Rolled in by Sanchez for Giroud. Giroud! Oh. The cake is iced. Every Arsenal goal a picture. Another beauty.
It is a great result, I must say, and before the game, of course, we would all have signed for that. We played with good intensity, took advantage of our strong moments, were maybe one or twice lucky, but overall I'm happy with the cohesion, the urgency, the desire, and the quality of our movements around the box was great. So overall it's a good day for us.
And finding Sanchez, who held off Trippier, Alexis Sanchez, and Mesut Ozil, blocked by Heaton, and lashed in by Ramsey, and Arsenal lead in Lancashire. The roll goes on.
The Gunners' 8-match winning run saw them narrow the gap to the top. They are now 10 points behind Chelsea before their upcoming clash with the league leaders.
Ozil. Sanchez, beautifully done by Alexis Sanchez, and 6 minutes before half-time, the holders are in front. Sanchez the first to appreciate the pass from Ozil to the second half for Gradniak. McCleary, it's in, goal has been given, Reading a level. Then by Ozil, Gabriel's header. Sanchez, Giroud, here's Ramsey, second chance for Ramsey. Well, he can't do in this semi-final what he did for Arsenal in the final against Hull last year. Here's Sanchez. Oh, it's gone in. Real agony for Reading and their goalkeeper Adam Federici.
League leaders Chelsea were the next challenge for Arsenal, who entered the match knowing that anything less than a win would all but end their faint hopes of a first league title in 11 years.
Aimed it at Oscar, who's got it past the goalkeeper, and Bellerin got across to deny Ramirez a tap-in. Now this is an interesting one. It's a super ball, Bellerin's got there. Handball Cahill, was it? From Cazorla, Michael Oliver looks away. First reaction says penalty. Cazorla's free kick, Courtois come, Mertesacker! And out to Sanchez. Overlapping is Monreal. Monreal's pullback. Welbeck couldn't snatch it in.
Mourinho's side delivered a disciplined defensive display, frustrating the Gunners and ending their 8-match winning streak.
It's the right footer's side. Oh, got a player back on the line, but the ball is deflected in. And Arsenal do take the lead. Alexis Sanchez. Santi Cazorla. To Ramsey, who's got some space. He recognised that. Oh, and it's another one that's looped in. So Aaron Ramsey, certainly fit enough to do that. And Arsenal are 2 up here at the KC Stadium. On this near side, which included Ramsey. Oh, it's a brilliant ball, and Sanchez is going to make it 3 this time. Hull opened up. Arsenal rampant. 2 for Sanchez, 1 for Ramsey. They've got one back. Hull 1, Arsenal 3.
Giroud beautifully helped on. Touch just took it away from Sanchez, but he gets there anyway. And hits the side netting. Ozil sliding it through. Aaron Ramsey forced out wide, but he's got Giroud in the middle. Has a go himself. And hits the side netting. Ramsey looking for a way through and finds Sanchez! Denied by Fabianski! And again from the follow-up from Theo Walcott. And that's as close as they've got. For Swansea to keep it alive. Montero's cross. Gomez! Ospina clutches it away. They all look to the officials. And the referee gives the goal. The watch has clearly gone. The goal counts.
Well, it's actually Young. And here's Herrera! Sweetly struck.
You'd like to try and avoid it.
Here's Walcott, well found. On its end. Arsenal have got an equaliser. Theo Walcott makes an impact.
Ozil looks for him. The Chilean goes first time. Cleared away by Sunderland. Only as far as Cazorla. Good strike by Cazorla, but too close to Pantilimon. He just didn't catch it right, did he, Alexis? Ramsey onto Wilshere, looking for Giroud. Brilliantly brought down by the Frenchman, and almost the perfect execution. Bellerin, not a bad delivery. Good effort from Giroud. He's so good in those positions, and he nearly beats Pantilimon.
Arsenal need to be showing plenty of authority. Walcott, good effort. Oh, what a goal! Theo Walcott smashed that in, and Arsenal have scored. Well, what can you say? A great first touch. Trying to link with Wilshere. Ozil trying to get through. Walcott's in here. Theo Walcott scores! Doubles his tally, and Arsenal make it 2-0. Wow, it's Alexis Sanchez. Is that a handball? No. Nothing to play. Great, what a goal! Arsenal have made it 3-0. Jack Wilshere with an absolute thunderbolt. Wants the return, Jack Wilshere. This is lovely. This is for Cazorla. It must be. And there is the hat-trick for Theo Walcott. And Arsenal make it 4-0. Well, we said he... Front takes it. Ospina, well, that's gone in. Ospina was beaten to that. And it's a goal for the centre-half. Gareth McCall.
A Theo Walcott hat-trick and a commanding performance secured Arsenal a third-place finish, guaranteeing their place in next season's Champions League group stage. With the league campaign wrapped up, the Gunners now turn their full attention to defending their FA Cup crown.
Monreal, Sanchez climbing. And it's thrashed in by Theo Walcott. The selection pays off for Arsene Wenger. The pressure pays off for Arsenal. Full of vim and vigour, as you would expect. Sanchez can hit them from here. My word, he's hit that one. And has totally ripped it past Shea Given. Alexis Sanchez at Wembley again. Surely curtains. And there it is. Mertesacker.
Arsenal have completely dominated this game.
Went in for Giroud here. It's 4. And the FA Cup returns to Arsenal.
It's been an unbelievable day. Again, to repeat this success is not easy at all. So congratulate the players, the staff, and all the fans here because they've been superb. And I think as well today we've watched a really nice final because we were top.